Here, check this out. It's your boy PiKaHsSo Alan Poe, and today is Monday, March 9th, 2015, 11:20, 11:21 a.m. You know what I'm saying? 11:20 a.m. And today is the 18th anniversary of the death of the notorious B.I.G. That's why I'm rocking this shirt that I got on. The death of the notorious B.I.G. One of the greatest that ever lived. And I'm gonna tell my story, how my little part of my B.I.G. story that I have to tell as far as from a Dallas perspective. Yeah, 11:21 a.m. March 9th, 2015. He died on March 9th, 1997. Yeah, March 9th, 1997. I think I'm correct. 18 years today. But anyway, back in the days, we had a magazine called Starvyn Artist Magazine. Me and James and Mike B and all of us, Brian Berry and all of us, Swiss, the Mad Hatter, Mike B, Vernon Norris. I'm going off the dome, you know. Anyway, we had a magazine called Starvyn. We in Dallas. We rapped, and we had a magazine. Like there's a whole lot of us, and we used to go out to the place called BMG. It's out there in North Dallas called BMG. It's a distribution company with it. And out there, my homie named Billy Bowles, Gita worked out there. Matter of fact, my homegirl who died in the plane with Aaliyah worked out there. Gina Smith, who died in the plane crash with Aaliyah, she worked at BMG. That's how I met her. Greg Powell, Vanessa Berry from LaFace, Greg Powell from Jive or whatever. Anyway, we had the magazine. They still let us interview people that come in. Well, like I said, we've interviewed Outkast, and I used to always go. But that one day I couldn't go. Say, yeah, we're gonna interview these guys, man. They just came out. They got something called the Big Mac. They had they demo in a Big Mac box. It was Craig Mack and Biggie Smalls. And Biggie, matter of fact, when I listened to Biggie, he had his album had like some of the songs had different, like Me and My Bitch, Just Me and My Bitch. Yeah, they had a Minnie Riperton sample on the original, on the one that I had on the original tape. I wish I could find that tape. It'd be worth so much. I don't know what I did with it. But anyway, it had a Minnie Riperton sample. When the album came out, it's like another. They had I guess the sample didn't get approved or whatever. It's like Minnie Riperton, because I'm a big sample fanatic. I get my fingers dusty too. I'm not a producer. Oh, I do produce, but that's not my man. I'm not Dilla or no Pete Rock or no S1 or Picnic or Premier or nothing like that. But I'm really into samples or whatever. And I'm listening to it like, wow, that was tight. I'm listening. Anyway, to make a long story short, I'm listening to the album, They came home and said, we're going to interview him. Like, Notorious B.I.G., who is that? I kind of knew Craig Mack a little. I knew Craig Mack more. I'm like, who is that? Because they had to, here come the brand new Flavin', yeah. They was on a tour together. And I'm listening to it. I didn't get a chance to go. That's when I was working at Zales back in the day. I said, man, y'all go interview him. I was the music director of the Starvyn magazine. They come back, they show me. I'm looking at the videotape. Like, I didn't even know who Biggie was. Who is this guy? Biggie seemed kind of distant and kind of like he, not in a bad mood, but he just seemed like he was real serious. I'm looking at the tapes or whatever. They said, we need somebody. We put every month. It was my job to look for the hip hop, put them on the cover. All right, well, cool. We put both of them on the cover. It was Craig Mack and Biggie. Put them both on the cover. Biggie Smalls had on a KKK t-shirt. I thought they were real dope. I didn't even go to the interview. I just watched the video. Looking back, I'm looking at the videotape. We filmed them at the BMG office out there in North Dallas. Billy Bowles, Vanessa Berry, Gita, Gina Smith, all of them used to work up there. Terry McGill, Terry Renfro, all of them, man. We used to be the Starvyn artists, man. But we was real hot back in the days, $9. But in other words, I'm saying we interviewing the notorious B.I.G. But at that time, his album wasn't even out. And so I'm saying, let's put him on the cover. We put both of them on there. We need somebody we put them on the cover of our Starvyn magazine. I don't even know what I did with them. I got them out in the storage closet. They online somewhere and they rare. If you got them, keep them. We some of the first people to interview Notorious B.I.G. Anyway, I'm interviewing years later. When his album dropped out, wow, we interviewed this dude. This album right here, I'm like, wow, we put him on the cover. Man, after I realized after that album dropped and I realized it's going to be a classic, I'm like, I'm the one that told him, let's put this on the cover. I didn't even go to the interview, though. I'd have known I would have went. I didn't even go today because I had to go to work, and I could have took off. I'm like, I'm going to go. They said we're going to interview Notorious B.I.G. and Craig Mack. I didn't really know who they were. That was like in a 93, 94, something like that. Had to be. So, man, you just never know who you're talking to. And this is truth. And to prove that I'm not lying, if you go to my DFW Hip Hop History YouTube channel, I put a portion of that video up. It's another half that I put up that I even uploaded. I still got it on my other laptop, my old regular laptop, somewhere on my other computer. I found it. I was digging through a box like about 3-4 years ago. And I said, wow, I seen Notorious B.I.G. and I went and got it on. It was on the old beta camera, like VH, high H, super H tape. I went and borrowed. I think I bought one from the pawn shop or borrowed one from somebody. I forgot who. My homeboy Benny Archie. He let me use his little video, Super 8 tape. I know this story is all sloppy, but it's dope to me. I'm just telling my Notorious B. I'm a Southern boy, Southern hip hop. That's what I'm a Southern beat boy. That's what I am. And lo and behold, I put on it's Notorious B.I.G. That's that interview. I remember when I watched it. It had to be 18 years. No, but had to be like, whew, when he first came out about 17 years ago. And I looked at that like, wow, that's that interview. I found it in a box, about 2 or 3, and I put it online. I didn't put the whole thing. I cut it. Because I realized, let me save the rest for later. Because his mama, and Biggie's mother happened to see this, or his daughter, I got the rest of the video. The other half is online. I'm giving that. That's my part of giving to the world. I put it online on the DFW Hip Hop History channel on YouTube. Type up Notorious B.I.G. Craig Mack interview, Dallas, Texas, PiKaHsSo, Starvyn artist. It's online on the YouTube. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put the link to that video in the description box of this so you can watch it. You just never know. Craig Mack was all vibrant. He was doing most of the talking in the interview, and the Biggie talked too. But we didn't know there was gonna be Notorious B.I.G. And I remember getting a demo in the mail before the interview. It was in a Big Mac box. I thought that was so cool. Big Mac, Biggie, Craig Mack. Puffy was doing some cool marketing. That was so cool to me back then. The Big Mac. I get it. It came in like in a McDonald's Big Mac box. I don't know if McDonald's sanctioned it. They just did it like how we did it. Just kind of did it guerrilla style, or just kind of did it like most African Americans have to do in hip hop. Just kind of just do it on their own. But we had access to Notorious B.I.G. When James and all them interviewing them, I'm like, man, when I look at that stuff now, me and James was talking about that like a few years ago. That was Notorious B.I.G., man. Some Southern boys. We ain't the only ones in the world, but some Southern boys from Dallas. I want people to know that Dallas had an input on the Notorious B.I.G. story, because the people out in Dallas and BMG got all the major labels have a major artist usually in all the major cities, and they have one out here in BMG. And I got to thank Billy Bowles, Terry Renfro, Vanessa Barria, Gina, Gita, Terry Renfro, I thought that Terry McGill. I'm going off the dog, Greg Powell. I'm going from the don't been so long, man. Valisa, all them, Viz, all them, man, they was a part of that, man. I mean, that part, man, that's from Dallas, Delano, that's from Dallas, man. We was doing it big, doing some, everybody big was coming through this city, but they was in their infantile stages. Man, Outkast, I remember kicking with Andre 3000 freestyle. I didn't know who them dudes gonna be, but it's about Biggie today, because it's the 18th anniversary of his death, and I just wanted people to know that we was a part of it, the Starvyn artist. I'm older now. If you look at the old video, they on the DFW Hip Hop History YouTube, DFW Hip Hop History. You'll see it. I'm young then. I look all old now. You know, I'm an older cat, and I'm cool with that. But we didn't know we was interviewing the Notorious B.I.G. and put him in a magazine. The magazine's out there. People got pictures of it. I'm gonna take a picture of it one of these days and put it online. It's like, I don't feel like digging in my storage closet. It's too cold outside here in Dallas, and it's cold and raining, and I ain't finna go out there digging on storage. But if there's some people I heard might see this, like, I remember that. If you do, post the links to the Starvyn magazine with Biggie. We did that. The Starvyn artist, Southern boys, James Shepard, Mad Hatter, which is Dwight Roseman, Anwar. Can't forget about Anwar, Mike, Kevin, that's my white boy in the group, Brian Berry, Swiss the Big Cheese. I love Swiss. That dude can rap. Man, that dude can rap. Swiss can rap. Man. Rest in peace, Notorious B.I.G. And to your mother, Valletta, your daughter, your wife, your ex-wife, Faith, and your son, man, yeah. I hope y'all enjoy the footage. It's online, man. Rest in peace, B.I.G. 18 years. PiKaHsSo, and I'm out.